Reading. I'm Aisling Keogh. I'm going to read for you a couple of poems, a story, and maybe a little bit of flash fiction. I've got about 20 minutes or so. Huge thanks to Rosalind Simon for having me on. This is from a story called Crush. It was published in 2015. Vinny looked at me side on and nodded. She'd better be worth crying over, he said. And for a single moment I felt comforted, less lonely. But he didn't have a clue because the next thing he said, the very next thing out of his mouth was, "Fuck her, forget about her. There's a disco on this Friday. You in?" I was so shocked I sort of laughed out loud, and the gobshite took my laughter as agreement. "Class," he said, "everyone's going. A tenor says even you can pull." And that was how I ended up in a queue outside the parish hall with a crowd of half-wits who were too busy taking selfies to talk to each other, and probably didn't know how to anyway. Within minutes, a smell of cider and cheap perfume took over, and a tuft of dyed blonde hair tickled the tip of my nose. "Want a can?" The owner of the bleached hair held a can of cider about 2 inches from my face. "Courtney," she said. "Joseph," I said. "I know." She lifted my arm around her shoulder, leaned into me, and raised her phone to capture the moment. She thrust the cider into my hands. It took 2 swallows for me to empty the can, and I got more enjoyment from crushing the thing afterwards. She stuck to me all night, Courtney did. She was all right, I suppose, but as soon as she took a toilet break from stalking me, her half-wit friend Emma marched over like it was something to do with her. "She's liked you for ages," she said, "so don't you dare be a dick to her." "Okay," I shrugged. "And ask her to dance," Emma said. All of it was delivered in a high-pitched squeak that made me sure she and Courtney had agreed their strategy earlier. I was past giving a shit. If Courtney wanted me that badly, I could at least score that tenner off Vinny.
Yeah, much better intro.
You can't talk until I hit